Cześć, z tej strony Moriturus. Witam Was wieczorową porą i zarówno u mnie, jak i w grze. Dzisiaj będziemy kontynuowali wątki główne, ale jeszcze dwie kwestie dialogowe musimy wykonać, przede wszystkim z Poppy odnośnie kłusowników. A potem spotkamy się z czarodziejem.
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
If your gran's all right and they didn't get the egg, then perhaps we're fine.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
Where exactly are these Snidgets allegedly hidden?
Gran says the journals were a bit cryptic, which is good. Perhaps the poachers won't be clever enough to find the birds. From what she recalls, the journals only noted that the key to finding them lay in the moonlight. Gran thinks it can be narrowed down to a handful of locations.
Why would Snidgets be valuable to poachers?
They could make more money with Snidgets than they ever would have fighting dragons. The golden Snidget's feathers and eyes are incredibly valuable. That's why they're believed to be extinct. They were hunted out of existence by wizard kind. If the poachers found some now, I can't bear to think about the horrific way they'd be bred and killed for profit.
Exactly what kind of creature is a Snidget?
It's a small bird with golden feathers. It's incredible. It has rotational wings that allow it to dart quickly in any direction. In fact, the golden snitch in Quidditch is based on the Snidget, which barbarically was actually used in the sport hundreds of years ago.
O tych znikaczach to było pytanie w poprzednim odcinku w quizie.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs! They'd want the Snidgets protected at all costs.
Sounds as if we need to go and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
Revelio.
Dobra, to była jedna opcja dialogowa, która nam pozostała. I teraz mamy kolejną w krypcie ze Sebastianem.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Foolish child. Do you have any idea how many muggles the Ministry had to obliviate to cover up your actions? You could have been killed. You could have exposed us all. If I lose my job, it will be you to blame.
Revelio.
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft, nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
Jaki herb? O co w ogóle chodzi?
What did you mean you'd send Anne a crest so that she'd know to meet you?
We just lost our parents, and we were packing up to go and live with Solomon. We couldn't take everything. She was carefully organizing her prized possessions, a box of artifacts she'd collected to do with our family. Jewelry, cards, old photographs. She got to her favorite, a handmade crest, and without a second thought she handed it to me. This will keep you safe, she said. It holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since. That's how I can reach Anne. I'll get the crest to her with plans to meet.
Be careful, Sebastian. Your uncle could intercept it. We'll be expelled.
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster if we needed his help.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this. I'll send you an owl when I have news.
Dobra. Czekajcie, teraz co? Zrobimy z nim misję główną, żeby było śmieszniej? Dobra, to polecimy tą.
Revelio.
Zabierzemy kogoś ze sobą? No tak, bo on mówił, abyśmy zabrali kogoś ze sobą, z tego co pamiętam. Co to było?
Hello there.
Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting.
Ho ho, ho ho.
Well,
So exciting.
might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Serona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Serona trusts him, then I feel much better.
You said you know gobbledygook, but how well?
I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. My parents have an extensive library. Once I grew bored with the classics, I devoured goblin writings. I'd tell you some titles, but you wouldn't understand them.
Okej.
Have you ever spoken directly to a goblin?
Unbelievably, no. I'm so looking forward to it. Actually conversing in gobbledygook with a native speaker. cannot wait to confirm subtle bits of pronunciation and tone that may have eluded me, being self-taught and all.
No dobra.
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
O czym on w ogóle mówi? Gdzie jest ta kopalnia? Mapa świata? Wow, znów tylko nic. Tu mamy wszystko, ale możemy tu się wybrać, może coś będzie do kupienia.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Od razu sprzedamy towar.
Nice to see you again.
Like what?
What do you have for sale?
Nie pamiętam, co nas
What are we
sprzedawała.
looking for today?
Nic takiego. Dobra.
Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it.
Naprawdę to jest aż 500 metrów? Nie ma nikogo, kto by chciał od nas jakiś eliksir, okej. A teraz ile mamy metrów? Dobra, polecimy tam.
Revelio.
W międzyczasie coś podkrywamy. Bo w tych rejonach jeszcze nie byłem. Tu balony są. Czekajcie, dobra, to zróbmy to od razu. A w ogóle te balony to na czas są. Dlatego mi nie pozaliczało kilku. To jakaś tam dziwna brama. Sorry, ale co... Latanie to jest nie jest naprawdę dobra... No bo gdzie tam miałem się spotkać z nimi? Okej, tutaj.
Revelio.
Od razu odblokuję. Bo tu będziemy zaglądać w takim razie, żeby sobie
I know a Merlin trial when I see one.
Dobra, to jest kulka i gdzie tą kulkę
Revelio.
mamy zanieść? Widzicie gdzieś, gdzie ona ma być? Bo ja nie widzę. Dobra, nie mamy na to czasu. Będę to robił po godzinach, o tak.
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here.
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Gok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bagalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lord Gok.
Just Lord Gok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
What else should we know about the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
Clever.
Revelio.
The door is looking at us.
No i się udało. Dobra, będziemy cały czas niewidzialni, bo on mówił, żebyśmy tam... O, jaki ładny ten przerywnik. Żeby nie było nas w ogóle widać.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected.
Revelio.
Ale już będziemy tu kraść.
I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
Confringo.
These machines operate on steam. Interesting.
Wsiadaj do windy i nie gadaj.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine. I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
A nie do pulsu, tylko to. No właśnie.
We'll need to get across this gap somehow.
No, dlaczego nie chce się ten...
Flipendo. Accio.
Amit, you'll need to stay close to me. I've dealt with worse enemies than these.
Could do with a nice mushroom stew about now.
I'll be quiet.
Revelio.
Matter of time till Ranrock sets things right.
Petrificus totalis.
Revelio.
Where have those plans gone?
We're being watched by a door.
Petrificus totalis.
Oh, little moon calf. If you see the human, attack.
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word.
Kurczę, mieliśmy to zrobić po cichu.
Yes, of course.
get through as long as we can be seen by that eye.
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
Accio.
Tu nie wyjdziemy? Nie. Nie wyjdziemy tam.
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we?
Ale powinniśmy tam wejść. A, dobra, jako...
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Naprawdę?
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be plans around here somewhere. A schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out.
Revelio.
There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Muszę Gwiazdy Śmierci. Okej. I gdzie teraz tu iść? Tutaj? Nie, najpierw na górę.
Revelio. Imperium.
How dare you!
Expelliarmus. Defendo. Incendio.
Ach, nie to chciałem. To.
Revelio.
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Dobra, dobra.
Revelio.
Zbieramy kasy i wszystko inne. Okej. Aha, czyli tu weszliśmy tu. Dobra. Idziemy dalej.
Clever.
No, oczywiście.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
You ought to cut back on pudding. This took you for a troll.
Sporo ich tu jest, no ale dobra.
Imperial.
Who's that there?
Poczekamy, aż się sami pozałatwiacie.
This is almost too easy. Oh. An unforgivable.
No witch or wizard will be spared.
Imperial.
I'll cut you from shoot to shadow.
Chociaż trochę wolno to idzie.
I will make you pay.
Ranrock's vision of goblins ruling over wizards will be fulfilled.
Whichever
Show
Totalis.
yourself, if you're there. Oi, pass that fire whiskey.
Revelio.
You have to learn to share. I could have sworn.
Imperial.
Why have you not run away? Attention!
Me. Your little magic trick. I won't rest until you're dead.
Confringo. Incendio. Defender.
Your death.
Oh, this really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected.
Confringo.
Revelio.
Najpierw się rozejrzymy po terenie.
Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is.
Dobra, tam nie przejdziemy. Musimy pójść tam.
Accio.
Ale póki co idziemy na górę.
Revelio.
No nie możemy zabrać więcej, dobra. To tylko kasy zbieramy. Okej.
Depulso.
A, to też działa. Dobra.
Revelio.
No dobra, i co dalej?
Revelio.
Dobra, tu nic nie ma. Nie no, gra nas tam prowadzi, natomiast... A, to się otworzyło, dobra.
Devil's snare. Nasty stuff if we're not careful.
Not an entanglement we need right now.
A, mam, dobra.
Lumos.
Lumos!
Tylko tyle?
Revelio. Lumos.
Lumos!
Dobra, my przyszliśmy stamtąd. Okej, pójdziemy tu jeszcze. W takim razie...
Patrolling this area is a waste of my time.
Czyli możemy z tej strony i z tamtej. Dobra, czekajcie, to nie, to pójdziemy tu. To jest ta nasza niewidzialność.
I'll be quiet.
Aha, to nie. Dobra, spoko. To i tak tam musimy pójść. To źle to oceniłem w takim razie.
It won't be long now before we find another repository.
Sporo ich.
What's going on out there?
This will not go well for you.
Oh! Does Hogwarts teach you nothing about dueling?
Imperio.
Is that your
2,
best?
4, 6 ich jest, okej.
Goblin silver. Unforgivable.
We're close to a breakthrough. I can...
Who's that? Over here.
Descendo!
Expelliarmus. Defender.
You won't get away with that.
I shouldn't take long. I won't rest.
How many of them are there? That should be the last of them I'll meet. Revelio.
No dobra, mam nadzieję, że się podobała walka. Dobra, mamy iść tam, ale sprawdźmy co jest. Co jest tutaj? A, tu nic nie ma. Dobra, soku i tak nie weźmiemy, ale weźmiemy kasę.
Yes, of course.
Accio. Revelio.
Nic się nie otworzyło? Nie. Dobra.
Confringo. Revelio.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we've found.
Dobra, widz z kopalni, ale... O, którędy?
Akio.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here.
Czekajcie, jeszcze tam pójdziemy.
We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed.
Revelio.
Dobra, dobra, ale my jeszcze... To pomieszczenie musimy zwiedzić. Tu.
Alohomora.
Na całe szczęście mamy ten już, nie? Odblokowany 3. poziom.
Revelio.
I kolekcja zaktualizowana. No właśnie, bo później bym chodził i szukał, kombinował na wszystkie sposoby. A nie wszystko jest w internecie. Okej, tutaj. Chyba tędy wyjdziemy. No.
Can we please talk about what just happened?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
Co się wydarzyło w kopalni
Revelio.
goblinów, zostaje w kopalni goblinów. Dobra, pozbierajmy jajka. Wskoczę czy nie wskoczę? To trzeba sobie inaczej radzić.
Revelio.
Ale to mogę sobie podlecieć, nie? A już nie ma. Aha, tam jest.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Okej. To tak teraz wpadł na taki pomysł. Pogadajmy z nim.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lord Gog, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Okej, tu się pożegnamy w takim razie. I kolejny odcinek już z Sebastianem zrobimy. Także dzięki, że byliście. Trzymajcie się, cześć.